I am little prince. I am little fairy. And today I'm going to tell you about fairy tales. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you about Goldilocks and the 3 bears. You only have to look in the 2 of them at here. Like, one day the 3 little bears, because these are at here, 3 little bears. So, I will go to read you these. One day, the 3 little bears went for a walk. No, wait, I got a warning here. This is only about fairy tales. You can watch it at night because this is for fairy tales for kids, which is at night. Okay? The 3 bears went for a walk. They didn't lock the doors, and also they do let the porridge in the house to cool. A little girl with a blonde hair with a blue dress with socks with shoes. Name was Goldilocks was walking in the woods when she smelled the lovely porridge. I love porridge, she thought. Then she found the house, which got the smell of a porridge. After she found the house, she went into the house because it hadn't locked yet. She saw 3 little bowls of porridge. One is the biggest, next was a medium, and last is the smallest one. Then she thought a little. Then she started to try the biggest bowl, which is Daddy Bear's porridge. Ooh, too hot, cried Goldilocks. Next, she tried the medium bowl, which is from Mother Bear's porridge. Yuck, too cold, said Goldie. She cried. Wait. Oh, dude. It's stuck. Last, she tried the smallest bowl, which is Baby Bear's porridge. Last. Delicious, said Goldilocks. Then she grabbed up a spoon and ate it all up. Then after she ate all them up, she saw 3 little chairs. One is the biggest, one is the medium, and one is the smallest. First, she tried the biggest one, which is the Daddy Bear's chair. When she sat there, my, too hard, said Goldilocks. Then she tried the medium chair. She felt that it is too soft, so the cotton has been sucked in. Help me! Help me! Cried Goldilocks. But her scream was too small, but luckily Goldilocks quickly climbed down, and then last she tried the smallest one, which is from Baby Bear's. After she sat right on it, she thought in her head, that was the perfect one. I'm going to sit out here to rest. After that, she went upstairs to sleep. There was 3 little beds. One is the biggest, one is the medium, and one is the smallest. First, she tried Daddy Bear's bed. Ouch! Too hard, said Goldilocks. Then she tried Mother's bed. Eek! Too soft. It's exactly like the chair I has tried, cried Goldilocks. Then last she tried Baby Bear's colorful bed, and she feels it was all right and was perfect. Goldilocks did a loud yawn and started to go to sleep. She dreamed and dreamed. After hours later, the three little bears came home. Baby Bear cried, "Who ate all my porridge?" Daddy Bear said, I'm thinking someone is eating my porridge." Daddy Bear said, "I also think someone is eating my porridge too," said Mommy Bear. Then we went to the living room. Who broke my chair? Wait. Who broke my chair? Cried Baby Bear. "I think someone sat on my chair," said Daddy Bear. "I also think someone has sat in my chair too," said Mommy Bear. Then they went upstairs. "Who is in my bed?" cried Baby Bear. Then who was in my I'm thinking this little girl was ate my porridge and sat on my bed and has sit on my chair, said Daddy Bear. "I do think this little girl ate my porridge, sat on my chair, and was in my bed too," said Mama Bear. Then little Baby Bear cried as loud as he could be. His cry woke up Goldilocks up. She cried out with madness. "Please, come on, be quiet. I'm dreaming my favorite dream." Then she sat down again, but then she realized something. She started to spring up from the bed. Then she looked at the three bears when they were really mad at her. They're really mad at her. And then Goldilocks did a loud scream. That time, she was lucky that the bears did not chase her, but she will promise herself she will never come back to that again. Come back to the house again. Okay, so we done the first one. If you are already sleepy, you can like and subscribe before you go to sleep. But if you're not, let's read Cinderella. Pretty much like this one. Okay? Once upon a time, there was a little beautiful teenage girl, which is called Cinderella, and she got a rich dad and a normal mother, which loved her very much. One day, her mother died, and so her father was very sad. So he started thinking about remarried. After they remarried with a stepmother, the stepmother was pretty mean to Cinderella, and she got the ugly sisters. And the ugly sisters was even more. The ugly sister was very rude to Cinderella. they treat Cinderella like a maid and leave all the work to her. The Richie dad has very many work to do, so he doesn't got time to pay attention to Cinderella. And so after many days later, a prince was going to marry someone, and all the girls in the town were invited to the ball, even Cinderella and the ugly sisters. But her ugly sisters cried and said, "You can't go, right, mother? Right? She cannot go." Then her stepmother think a little bit, and then she also said, "Of course, Cinderella, you must do your chores. Going to the ball was nonsense. You look ugly, you know, and so how could you go to the ball?" So, Cinderella felt very sad and very surprised at the stepmother's comment about her. And so she ran upstairs and started doing her chores while she was sobbing very quietly. So soon after done with chores, she go to her mother's grave. She started singing a song, and after she singing a magical song, soon a white bird started to fly over and tweeted. After she tweeted on to rhymes for the song, the little white bird turns into a beautiful fairy godmother. And so the godmother turns out to make some magic. So she gave Cinderella some beautiful, shiny, silvery dress with a beautiful glass shoe, very shiny. After Cinderella changed herself, fairy godmother warned her, "You must go back at midnight, or your beautiful clothes will soon turn back to rags." After Cinderella hears that, she starts to understand, and she kept on remembering it in her head and started to go to the ball to meet the prince. The prince saw her, and he started to agree to dance with her. The ugly sisters and the stepmother was here too, but didn't realize it was Cinderella here. And so they just kept on seeing Cinderella dancing with her prince jealously. And so at midnight, Cinderella started remembering the fairy godmother warning. And so she hurrying trying to go back. But then she lost one of a glass shoe. And so after that, she ran as fast as she can back to the house. And soon, her beautiful silvery, shiny, golden, silvery dress was turned back to her rags she wear every day. And soon, later that day, in the morning, the prince started trying to search Cinderella again. He asked all the girls and women in the town, but none of them fit the glass shoe. Some were big, some were bigger than the foot, some were smaller than the foot. After that, the prince go to the Cinderella house. The ugly sisters ran right in front of the prince and said, Try me. after they know that the prince is finding the princess that is fitting with a glass shoe. After they tried, how matter they push in, but instead of fitting in, they just feeling it is very pain. After Cinderella done all the chores, she started to go down. Then the prince asked her, "Can you try on this shoe, please?" Cinderella nodded yes. And so when she started to put the glass shoe on, it slipped perfectly to her foot. The ugly sisters and the stepmother gasped in the jealousy. The ugly sisters cried, "No, no, no! You cannot take Cinderella. Take me. She only just an ugly maid." Then the prince said, "No, she isn't. She was the beautifulest girl I ever seen." And after that, the prince and Cinderella soon has married, and the ugly sisters only want to know is crying with jealousness. We hope you enjoyed two of our stories, Well, now we only got eight more. No, we got 6 more. Okay, 6 more stories. If you want to, keep on watching until I got the another episode. Okay, like and subscribe, and bye bye.